everyone, it is Cyberperson. Welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach, and today you guys are joining me for another episode of the Boom Beach Bass Reviews, episode number 12. And I asked you guys yesterday which episode would you guys like to see, and it was very close. It was between the Boom Beach Bass Reviews and the quest to top 50, but the Boom Beach Bass Reviews took the upper lead by I think 2 votes. So tomorrow you guys will be seeing the quest to top 50 as a compensation in some way, shape or form, because you guys really would like to see that one as well. But I got a couple of really interesting bases for you guys today, and I want to start off with the most interesting one and the most unique one that I've seen up to date. And you guys will very soon know why that is. But first things first, if you guys want to be having a chance of getting your bass featured, all you need to do is go to the comment section of this video. There's a template I got set up for you guys. And if you leave a comment with the information I'm asking for, you're automatically entered for having a chance of getting your Boom Beach bass reviewed on the next episode of the Boom Beach Bass Reviews. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and find the guy I'm looking for. It was actually the third bass at first, but then I was like, this bass is just too interesting to pass this one up, because I know for a fact that during the ending of the video not everybody's watching anymore. So we're looking at Kiwi right now, and we're looking for Captain. And Captain has something that made me respect him quite a bit. So let's take a look at his bass first. And what you're seeing over here is a headquarter level 17. He currently has 396 medals, which isn't all that bad. His weapon lab, I think he currently already has something done in crafting. So you can see that with the little blankets on top of it. It means that he's already having the next one ready, because I know that for myself. And he is actually currently rolling with the Doom Cannon 1, which has over a nice range down there. Very nice to see that down there. Then your armory, right now level 13. This one can actually go up to level 17. So I don't know how well your troops are doing, but if you're noticing that you're reaching your currently maxed out, then make sure to upgrade this as you progress. Then the next thing I want to be talking about is the landing crafts. They're right now level 14 and level 15. That seems about right for your headquarters level. The biggest jump here, if you want an additional Zuka, would be to get them up to level 16. And if you want an additional warrior, you want to be upgrading these to level 17. But you're pretty far away from that, so this is okay for headquarter level 17. Then next thing is the gunboat. Seems quite about alright. Pretty much everybody is upgrading the gunboat first, which is a really great thing to do. And now of course the radar over here is level 15. That is also pretty good as well. And then the vault. The vault. Where is the vault? I cannot really locate the vault. The vault. I'm probably really blind. I saw it before. Over here. It is right now level 14. And that is okay. Now, there's one building we didn't cover yet. And that is because that building is not there. We're talking about the sculptor. Captain is a freaking badass. He has been playing the game all the way up to headquarter level 17, being level 45 without having ever built the sculptor. That is amazing. I mean, you could have had, I think, 8 statues now, but you just simply refuse, or 7, but you just simply refuse to have these statues, which is just mind-blowing how you've been able to get up this far into the game without having a sculpture. Now, of course, my advice to you would be to build the sculptor, because it's just gonna help you out. You're missing out on a lot of resources, a lot of offensive power, a lot of defensive power, so you might want to be getting into this. But if your challenge is to get up to headquarters level 20 without having the sculptor, I'm all down for that, and I wish you the best of luck. This is honestly the biggest badass I've ever seen on Boom Beach. I don't care what rank you are, I don't care if you've been ranked number 1. Getting this far into the game with the sculptor, you got my respect, Captain, for sure. That's really insane. So, you know, I could ramble a lot about everything, but it's just, this is so awesome to see someone getting this far into the game. Let's actually give you some solid advice for your base. What I noticed over here, the shock launcher over here, it really doesn't do a whole lot. If people are dropping, for example, I think you got this one placed over here for anti-warriors. First of all, your shock launcher is only level 1, so it's going to be attacked relatively easily. I think the upgrade to level 2 isn't really all that expensive, so you should be able to pull that one off. But as a side note there, if warriors are going to be making their way up there, they're probably going to just, you know, take care of the shock launcher anyway. So you definitely want to be placing this one a little bit more into play. And what you might want to be replacing this one with is maybe this flamethrower over here to fry the warriors a little bit more. The mine placement over here is a little bit frightening in the front, so that means that they're probably going to be going to the left side. I see you got a couple of mines ready down there, but I wouldn't really recommend that. I would actually recommend to place them a little bit more into the zone where they're actually going to be active, because if you have them placed over here, there's no guarantee that they're actually going to be walking over them. Whereas if you got them inside of your base or a little bit closer at your defenses, the chance is going to be higher that they're going to be walking over those mines. So you might want to be doing something with that. And over here, I don't know how I feel about that, but that's just, you know, up to your own decision. Now, I'm not sure how well your defenses are doing. I do like the boom cannons in the front there, but they're a little bit exposed, so that means that people can just drop shocks on them relatively easily, rendering them useless. I will potentially switch them with, like, for example, a cannon or something like that. But yeah, that's just my own... yeah, that's just my tips to you, really. I got nothing to say. I'm just really flabbergasted about the fact that you don't got the sculptor. Captain, that is absolutely insane. You got my respect, sir. You really do. Let's move on to the next base. The next base is less interesting than, of course, a base without having a sculptor. I would have never thought I would be finding a guy that doesn't have a sculptor. I mean, it seems really unreal to me. What we're going to be looking at is Zeno DZ Boom. He currently is level 33, task force leader if you guys want to be joining in. He's currently accepting people, and as you guys can see, this is a relatively lower level. This is about the mid-range where the game really starts to pick up. Headquarters level 14 is where the fun literally starts, because you're going to be getting your Smoky Zuka. Let's actually see. Of course, you don't have the weapon lab yet. If you level up to level 15, you have the ability to build it. I don't know how well you're established right now in Headquarters level 14, or how close you are going to level 15, but you might want to be taking that in the back of your mind, that having a weapon lab bumps up your game for defense dramatically. So you might want to be looking into that. Then your armory. Where's your armory? Your armory is right here. It is level 8. It can actually go up to level 13, but once again, it is a fact of the matter. How well are your troops doing? Are your troops relatively leveled up? Or do you still need to get them up to the maximum of armory level 8? You might want to be leveling up your armory the moment your units are hitting the maximum for their level of the armory level 8. So, sculptor. Now, this guy actually does have a sculptor. Does he? Yeah, I see statues. Where's the sculptor? Oh, it's right here. It's level 4. It can actually go up to level 5. You might want to be considering that. It is an expensive upgrade, but I kind of feel it is going to be worth it. And of course, the radar. The radar's right here. Level 11. Can go up to level 14. Discovering more clouds. Discovering more places on the map. Once again, I don't know how well you're doing in that regard, so it's a matter of, I don't really know, I cannot judge. Then, the gunboat level 13 seems good to me, and the landing crafts, you have all of them on level 8. You definitely want to be upgrading these to level 12, because then you can hold more warriors on your landing craft. That is definitely my, tip to you, Zeno, in this particular case. Then last but not least, your vault. Your vault is always located around here. It can go to level 13, but that's okay. You're in a pretty safe zone right there. Then, defense. Okay, so let's actually take a look at your defenses. We got the flamethrowers level 5 here, which is okay. Flamethrower level 4. Your cannons level 9, 7, 8. You might want to be getting those up to level 9 to kind of make sure that they're matching. Your rocket launcher level 2, that seems okay to me. Boom cannons are relatively nicely leveled up, so no complaints there whatsoever. Your machine guns are doing relatively well, and the only two things that I really can give you as advice is I really wouldn't do this with these mines. Once again, I'm very like stern when it comes down to the mine placement. Just get them a little bit more into the base. I kind of feel they're going to be more effective that way. Place some closer towards the headquarters. you're not really particularly in the metal area where smoky warriors are going to be taking down your headquarters, but you're getting close to that area, so you might be getting hit by the warrior attack strategy, and you definitely want to be having some mines into the center for whenever that is going to be happening, because right now nothing is stopping the warriors whatsoever. Another thing that I would actually change is that instead of having these machine guns and the flamethrower behind the quarry and the Iron Man and so on and so forth, I would actually either replace them with cannons or sniper towers and put the counterpart behind it. So have a cannon over here, for example, on the machine gun, and then place a sniper tower behind it, so that way it covers very nicely that little area. I do kind of like what you have done here, because it's essentially the same thing. So I would definitely recommend just placing the cannon where the machine guns are, and then I think you're pretty much good to go for this base. Just make sure you take care of your mine placement. So Zeno, that is your base. I hope it helped out, and let's actually move on to the last base of today. Gonna be looking at headquarter level 18 today. UUP0 LU9. Let's take a look. Fuerza Halcon, and we're looking at the top dog over here. 505 medals. I have no idea what it says in the description, but it probably seems that it's something is important. That's the only thing that I can read. Probably have respect, or make sure you do your task force attacks. Anyway, we're looking at 1012 Odante, and right now he currently is headquarter level 18. So let's actually see what you got. You've got 505 medals, so you're in a pretty interesting competitive medal area, I gotta say. Your weapon lab is currently level 1. I really like this, looks like a helicopter landing space or something like that. It looks really cool with the cross on it. So level 1, nothing too bad right there. Armory, where's your armory? Your armory is right here. It is level 16, so you're doing pretty well in that regard. Got nothing to complain about that. Your sculptor is right now, over here. It is level 6. It can go up to level 7. Essentially, you want to be doing that, but it's not a must. Your particular, I saw your statues, you're pretty good to go down there. Then, of course, the radar, right around here, level 16, that's good to go as well. Gunboat is level 17, nothing to say about that. And then, of course, the vault, it is level 13. You can actually upgrade it quite a bit more. You might want to be doing that if you're losing a lot of defenses here. But let's take a look at your statues. So what we're seeing is a gunboat masterpiece, 36%. That isn't even too bad at all. Power stone chance 67 isn't bad. Resource reward is actually pretty good. You got a guardian on top of that. I got nothing to say about your guardians are even better than my own. I got nothing to say when it comes down to your statues. Your statues are in great shape. Keep those if you want to. Add a defensive one if you feel you're losing a lot. Preferably a building health, because it's going to help you out tremendously. And let's actually go ahead and take a look at your defenses. So what we're seeing over here is the shock launcher level 2. You already did some effort leveling this one up. Level it up a little bit more. It's going to help you out tremendously. Let's take a look at your boom cannons. Oh, they're actually pretty nice level there. Level 8 and level 9. That isn't bad at all. And this one is level 6. Then rocket launcher over here, level 6 as well. This was level 6. You might want to be upgrading that for the visual change, but that is completely up to you. And then sniper towers, level 16 and level 15. From what I see, some cannons level 11 over here. And then flamethrowers, level 10, level 9, level 6. Okay, that seems good to me. What you maybe want to be doing to just scare people off a little bit is place this flamethrower, because it's only level 4. Place it right around here, because warriors tend to walk in that straight line over here. I would also change these residences, because I kind of feel it's free energy, because they're so clumped together. There's so much free energy down here, but if it works out for you, keep them down there. Who am I to judge anyway, right? Then a machine gun over there. I kind of feel if Heavy Zuka or anything like that is going to be walking there, it might be of some effect, not a whole bunch. I kind of imagine that this machine gun will be getting wiped out really, really easily against the hookah strategy. So you might want to be taking that into consideration. Not giving away free energy. How's your back defended? You got a mortar over here, which is always pretty cool. If some Zukas pass by, you can actually take care of them that way. Sniper tower over here. Cannon, I really like this positioning over here. Very strong defense. covered by a boom cannon even, and a shock launcher. It cannot really get much better than that. The only tip that I can potentially give you is to swap away the doom cannon with like some other thing. For example, maybe place it, I'm really not sure, but the fact of the matter is, I kind of feel that these buildings are a little bit too close together. But you might want to be checking that one out for yourself. If this helps you out the way it is right now, then don't change it. But I kind of feel like they're relatively close together. 2 barrages might wipe get them really close to wiping the both of them out, because if you drop a barrage on the boom cannon, it's also going to be hitting the doom cannon and the other way around as well. So you might want to be taking that into consideration, but it's completely optional. As far as your mine spreading goes, it's pretty nice if you attack the base head on. But I kind of feel that your back of the back of your base is a little bit weaker because of that in result. I might want to be considering placing some of the boom mines in front of the headquarters, and then compensate the left side by placing a couple of mines down there. Maybe even a boom mine somewhere around the mix, for example right around here, because troops are very likely to pass towards this path, right in between the machine gun and the moss over here. A lot of units are going to be passing through there. You might want to be placing a boom mine really smartly behind one of these trees. But in general, I feel this is a pretty nice base, very solid leveling up, and I like what I see, especially these boom cannons are doing pretty well. So that's going to be doing it for this episode of the Boom Beach base reviews. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Once again, leave a comment in the comment section down below using the template I got set up for you guys, so that way you guys can participate as well and maybe get your base featured. And that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, make sure that if you guys like this video, to boom, give it a thumbs up. And that being said, this has been Reversal for Boom Beach. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.